Living in a country is obviously the best way to learn and practice a language. Full immersion, listening to French every day, having to speak at the supermarket or with neighbors is obviously ideal. An expat can move to France and start lessons on the spot. But that's not the case for everybody. Some of my students, they learn French before going to France to start studies or because they have to find a job right away. And some other students, they just want to learn the language, well, to speak with people or to handle customers. So it is my case as well. I'm still learning German, but I don't live in Germany. And I hardly hear German. My name is Sebastien, I'm French teacher, and in this video, I'm gonna give you advice that I apply learning English that you can apply learning French, even if you don't live in the country yet. So it depends on your level. Obviously, if you are absolute beginner, I advise you to take lessons with a teacher. There are online apps that you can use, but having a teacher is different because you have the obligation to stay motivated and really work on a regular basis. I use an app to practice German, but I see how it goes. I use it for a while and then I stop. I come back and then I stop again. Nobody's watching me. So you can check the link in the description. You can see my classes. I have a platform with videos, a document, but we also have 1 hour per week. Then we can practice together pronunciation and just making sentences together. And with that, you'll see that you remain motivated. You will work on a regular basis. Now, if you are intermediate or advanced, there are many more tools. Apps are good, obviously, but you also have movies. Movies, series on streaming platform, Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime. They have many French movies that you can put in original language, but also with the French subtitles. And that's really important that you can really see the dialogues while you are hearing them. There is an issue though, because actors, they speak really fast. You know, the dialogues are already scripted, so there is no gap. They really speak fast. About that, I have a video that you can check here and explain how to understand better French when they speak fast. So, the advantage with movies is that you can also pause them and you can check vocabulary. So don't check all words, only the important ones that are really important to understand the story. And for that, you can use an app. Personally, I use wordreference.com. The app is really great, really complete. I use from English and Spanish to French. Otherwise, I also use leo.org from German to French. And with that, books. If you are intermediate or advanced, you have to read books. It's really important for the structure. Same thing, you don't have to translate all words, only the important one. Again, I have another video advice on how to read better books. You see that French language, there is a difference with spoken and written language. So with movies and books, you can see these different ways. It's really good for your practice. And then probably the advice maybe the most important, is describe what you do in French. I'm watching a movie, or yesterday I watched a movie. Even a beginner can make simple sentences, but you can always improve and make it more difficult. I'm watching a movie. It's about a police investigation. The inspector must investigate a thief stealing a jewelry. Whatever. You can always improve and describe. You see, the advantage is to practice regularly, maybe just 10 minutes, but every day. The advantage is to keep your brain warm. You see that the brain is like a muscle. You need to work out regularly. So with that, it means that your brain can easily switch to French. Whenever you start a movie, your brain is ready. If you just hear French, your brain is ready as well. So that is probably the most important advice, that you can practice 10 minutes a day, every day, when you are in the bus, when you are just, having a coffee. And with that, another really great advice, and that's the one also I'm using right now, it is a language exchange. So 1 hour per week, you speak in French with a French person, someone who also wants to learn your language. So 1 hour per week, only in French, and that person can correct you. And then it is 1 hour in your language and you correct that person. Here, the goal is really having a partner who will teach you just correcting your sentences. And also the advantage is that you don't have to have the same level. Now, even if you are a beginner, then you're working with somebody with an advanced level. Anyway, this is an exchange. It's different with conversation groups. Conversation groups, usually the level, is not really equal with all participants. And the goal is just to speak, not to correct. So it can be also nice to be in a group, but having a partner is way more efficient. And for that, just check the app Hello Talk. You have people from all over the world offering their language and willing to learn a language. So I hope these advice are useful to you. See you in the next video.